Welcome to the Girl Scouts of Western New York. Thank you for volunteering. Girl Scout Finances 101 will cover information to help you understand approved council procedures for money managing in the Girl Scout setting. The information provided will help you guide girls in managing their finances and keep parents informed on financial decisions. You will still need to complete 2 other brief trainings, Safety First and Troop Group Basic Training, and complete the Knowledge Check online to receive credit for completing the Volunteer Basic Training Series. Check the Council website for future trainings on everything from songs and games to camping and ceremonies. Recruit a friend to join you in the fun. We know you will have questions along the way, and a team of dedicated staff and experienced volunteers are always here to help, so don't hesitate to contact us. We are Girl Scouts of Western New York at www.gswny.org or 1-888-837-6410, or email us at customercare@gswny.org. Volunteer Essentials is your encyclopedia of Girl Scouting and a reference guide for all you need to know to make volunteering fun and safe for everyone involved. It is a national handbook for all adults in Girl Scouting, with particular emphasis on those who work directly with girls. It is full of information to enhance your development as a guide to girls, quick tips for working with girls, and advice on creating a safe environment in which to have fun. In this training, we are focusing on Chapter 5, Managing Group Finances. Helping girls decide what they want to do and coaching them as they earn and manage money to pursue their goals is an integral part of the Girl Scout Leadership Experience, or GSLE. Your Girl Scout group plans and finances its own activities with your guidance. At the same time, the girls learn many valuable skills that serve them throughout their lives. Girl Scout groups are funded by a share of money earned through council-sponsored product sale activities, such as Girl Scout cookies, group money-earning activities, council-approved, of course, and any dues your group may charge. This is in addition to the $25 annual membership dues that go to the national organization. Chapter 5 of Volunteer Essentials covers the ins and outs of establishing a group account and helping girls manage their group's finances, practice successful product sale techniques, review the safety requirements around product sales, and understand how to collaborate with sponsors and causes. But first, you'll need a bank account. Every troop with funds in excess of $100 must have a bank account. This account must follow the banking procedures outlined in Chapter 5 of Volunteer Essentials. If your group is earning and spending money, the group needs to set up a bank account. If you're taking over an existing group, you may inherit a checking account, but with a new group, you'll want to open an account. This usually happens when there is money to deposit, such as group dues, or money from product sales, or group money-earning activities. The following procedures apply to all troop or group accounts. First, you must complete the Volunteer Basic Training Series and take the Knowledge Check. Once that's been completed, you will receive the bank letter from GSWNY's Volunteer Experience Team. We'll talk more about that on the next slide. You'll need to connect with your Service Unit Finance Consultant to find out which banks the Service Unit typically uses. Their information will also be provided in your approval letter. Then you'll identify 3 unrelated individuals to be signers on the troop bank account. At least one of the signers must be a member of the Service Unit Leadership Team, most often the Service Unit Finance Consultant. This form gives you the Council's federal tax ID number to supply the bank. The letter also authenticates your identity as a GSWNY volunteer. Follow the printed instructions on the form, open the account with the troop volunteers, and keep a copy of the completed form. Please note that the 3 people on the bank signature card cannot be related to each other. Also, no overdrafts from checks, debit card withdrawals, or ACH debits should be allowed when there are insufficient funds available in the account. Accounts may be opened at the financial institution, including credit unions, that is most convenient for the troop volunteers and the service unit finance consultant. Each bank may have specific requirements for opening accounts, but all will require photo identification for signers, along with each signer's Social Security number. This is a federal requirement under the Patriot Act and is for identification purposes only. The Council's tax ID number is the number that is associated with the account for income tax and legal purposes. If the bank has a question or needs additional information from Council, please have them contact our Chief Financial Officer by calling 1-888-837-6410 or via the contact information on the letter. Once you've opened your account, you will need to report your bank account information to the Council. You must share your bank account information with GSWNY via the Secure Troop Bank Account Reporting Form. This is a WUFU link and is also found in your approval letter. Accounts shall bear the name of the Girl Scouts of Western New York and must include the troop number or service unit name. A minimum of 2 signers is required for withdrawals, and troops are prohibited from using internet banking except for viewing the account online. Please note that if a troop or service unit utilizes debit cards with the account, the bank will only require 1 signature on checks. 2 signers should still sign all checks, since this is a GSWNY requirement and is part of our internal checks and balances that assist in prevention of use of funds. Debit cards receipts should be signed by a second signer after the purchase is completed. Debit cards are allowed, but credit cards are not permitted to be issued or used with the account. All receipts should be processed through the bank account, and a financial activity report detailing the activity will be submitted once a year. We'll review that in the next few slides. Please see Financial Reporting section in Volunteer Essentials for more information. The designated signers are not authorized to conduct any other business on behalf of the Council or to access any accounts the Council may maintain at the bank except for those specific to their subordinate unit. Security of troop funds is essential. The bank account should be reconciled monthly and all transactions reviewed. Best practices are that not one individual manages the account and reconciles to the bank statement. If this is not possible, a timely review process should be in place where a second person reviews the bank statements and reconciliations. The Finance tab is a great tool on the Volunteer Toolkit that you will use for recording troop finances. Log on to the Volunteer Toolkit and it's the last tab on the right. The Finance tab has 2 purposes. First, a tool to record your troop's ongoing expenses and income, and second, the method for submitting your annual troop finance report in June. Both co-leaders in the troop will be able to access the Troop Finance tab. There you will record your ongoing troop expenses and income. We recommend that you update your troop finance balances at least monthly. The benefits of keeping the activity updated are twofold. Parents will be informed on the troop's financial status, but most importantly, the end of your report submission will be quick and easy. In June, the co-leader who maintains troop finances will use this tab to submit a yearly troop financial activity report to the Council. We have created a number of resources to support you. A very brief, only 7 minutes, online Finance tab Quick Start training. A slideshow of the Quick Start training, which gives step-by-step instructions. We also have an Excel Finance Activity Income Expense spreadsheet available on our website to keep specific income and expense details. The income expense spreadsheet is found in forms on our website, will automatically compute all entries, and the printout will mimic the same line items the VTK tab report requires. By using a spreadsheet such as this, updating the balances on your VTK Finance tab will be simplified. The balances can be taken from the spreadsheet and hand-entered into the VTK Finance report. These resources can all be found in the Leader Resources section on our website. When you keep the VTK Finance tab up to date, the one-time report submission in June to Council will be a very quick and simple task. If you have any questions regarding this process, please reach out to your Service Unit Finance Consultant. The Service Unit Finance Consultant will have access to the answers to all of your VTK Finance tab questions. This next section provides an overview of nonprofits and our fiduciary responsibilities as stewards of the Troop's fiscal resources. Nonprofit corporations are different than for-profits because instead of earning profits for owners, any profits we earn are used to provide services to girls in support of our mission. The purpose or mission of GSWNY is to build girls of courage, confidence, and character who make the world a better place. Girl Scouts is tax exempt. We must follow the federal and state laws that govern nonprofits. Since we provide a benefit to the community, we have to follow strict guidelines on both raising and spending our funds. We utilize volunteer essentials and training such as this to make sure that these guidelines are followed. Some things that all volunteers, staff, and members of nonprofits, including GSWNY, need to be aware of. Charities can be disqualified and lose their tax-exempt status if their activities benefit private individuals. This is the reason that troop funds and troop product program profits are not allowed to be tracked by individual girl and must be used to benefit all members of the troop. Charities must be operated exclusively for the tax-exempt purpose approved by the IRS. Funds from product program or other fundraising activities by the council and troops are allowed to be used for individual girls' membership dues, troop dues, uniforms, books, or for other program activities, since these are considered part of the activities that further the Girl Scout mission. This is the reason that Council Financial Aid, or the Council Opportunity Fund, is restricted to council-sponsored programs, camp, and trips. Also, all rewards or recognitions earned by girls through the product program activities must support Girl Scout program experiences, such as camp, travel, and program events. For state purposes, we are exempt from sales tax in our purchases in New York. The ST-119.1 is the New York State Sales Tax Exempt Certificate that should be presented at the time of purchase to vendors. A tax-exempt certificate will allow you to make purchases for the troop without paying New York State or local sales tax. On the exempt form, the leader will write her name and signature in the space provided as an officer of the organization. In the space for title, write troop leader and the troop number. Make copies of your tax-exempt certificate. You will need to give the seller a copy with each purchase. This is their proof of the exempt sale. Exemption does not apply to personal purchases. Procedure for the use of the New York State tax-exempt certificate, plus those available for other states for troop travel, are included in Volunteer Essentials. Once you've completed the Volunteer Basic Training Series and taken the knowledge check, you will receive the GSWNY tax-exempt form from your volunteer experience team that you can use for approved purchases for your troops' activities. Please do not share it with anyone else, and remember, it is only for troop-related expenses. All troops are required to submit their financial activity reports for review using the Finance tab on VTK. This is used as an opportunity to make sure that the girls' money is being spent appropriately and to check in with the troop leaders to verify that they are keeping all their receipts and documentation. Remember, troop funds are for the benefit of all girls in the troop, and the bank account should be managed and safeguarded so that the troop has maximum benefit from their efforts and minimum exposure to fraud and other losses. One of your opportunities as a volunteer is to facilitate girl-led financial planning, which may include the following steps for the girls. What do girls hope to accomplish through this activity? In addition to money earning, what skills do they hope to build? What leadership opportunities are presented to them? Use a budget worksheet that includes both expenses and available income. Subtract expenses from available income to determine how much money your group needs to earn. The group can brainstorm and make decisions about its financial plans. Will cookie and other product sales, if approached proactively and energetically, earn enough money to meet the group's goals? If not, what group money earning activities might offset the difference in anticipated expense versus anticipated income? Will more than one group money earning activity be necessary? In this planning stage, engage the girls through the Girl Scout processes of girl-led, learning by doing, cooperative learning, and consider the value of any potential activity. Have them weigh feasibility, implementation, and safety factors. Once the group has decided on its financial plan, describe it in writing. If the plan involves a group money earning activity, fill out an application for approval from your council and submit it along with the budget worksheet the girls created. Remember, it's great for girls to have opportunities like the Girl Scout Cookie Program to earn funds that help them fulfill their goals as part of the GSLE. As a volunteer, try to help girls balance the money earning they do with opportunities to enjoy other activities that have less emphasis on earning and spending. Take action projects, for example, may not always require the girls to spend a lot of money. Troop funds are for the benefit of all girls in the troop and should be spent in the year the funds are earned, unless the troop has a long-range plan for spending the funds. It is important to note that the funds belong to the troop as a whole. Per IRS guidelines, for charitable organizations, troops are prohibited from keeping separate individual girl accounts or tracking troop funds by individual girl. So what qualifies as a troop expense? As with all other elements of the GSLE, girls should provide input regarding troop expenses. Program supplies such as paper, crayons, and craft supplies, as well as copies of GSUSA books for leader use, are acceptable. Fees for trips and programs, refreshments and paper products, uniform components, badges, patches and pins, photocopies, paper, and printer ink for printing troop paperwork, troop organizational needs such as totes, binders, and folders, leaders trainings that enhance troop programming such as first aid and CPR, outdoor and GSWNY sponsored enrichment training, and registration fees for girls and or leaders are all qualify as a troop expense. That's a lot of stuff, and funding it shouldn't be overwhelming or come out of the troop co-leader's personal funds. There are two types of money earning that Girl Scouts can participate in: counselor-sponsored money earning projects and troop money earning projects. Girls' participation in both council-sponsored product sale activities and group money earning projects is based upon the following: voluntary participation, written permission of each girl's parent or guardian, an understanding of and ability to explain clearly to others why the money is needed, an understanding that money earning should not exceed what the group needs to support its activities, observance of local ordinances related to involvement of children in money earning activities, as well as health and safety laws, vigilance in protecting the personal safety of each girl, and arrangements for safeguarding the money. Council-sponsored product sales are really the best way for girls to earn money to pursue their goals. The sales are beloved by the community and come with program sales and marketing materials and support that help girls run a great business. And they're an integral part of the GSLE. With every season of cookies, another generation of girls learns 5 important skills: goal setting, decision making, money management, people skills, and business ethics. But most of all, girls gain a tremendous amount of confidence. It's not easy to ask people to buy something. You have to speak up, look them in the eye, and believe in what you're doing. All skills that help a girl succeed now and throughout the rest of her life. Money earning activities are activities carried out by girls where a service or council-sponsored product is exchanged for money. Troop Troops are encouraged to participate in the most recent council product sale before they can hold any other money-earning projects. Daisy and Brownie Girl Scouts may participate in council-sponsored product sales only. Troops are required to have council approval for all money-earning activities outside of council-approved sales. Money-earning applications must be submitted at least 30 days prior to the project. Troops and groups are encouraged to participate in council product sales as their primary money-earning activity. Any group money earning shouldn't compete with the Girl Scout cookie program or other council product sales. Girl Scouts discourages the use of games of chance. Any activity that would be considered a game of chance, raffle, contests, bingo, etc., must be approved by the local Girl Scout Council and be conducted in compliance with all local and state laws. The Girl Scout Blue Book policy forbids girls from the direct solicitation of cash. Girls can collect partial payment toward the purchases of a package of Girl Scout cookies and Girl Scout Fall Program products through participation in council-approved product sale donation programs. Girl Scouts forbids product demonstration parties where the use of the Girl Scout trademark increases revenue for another business. Any business using the Girl Scout trademark must seek authorization from GSUSA. Group money-earning activities need to be suited to the age and abilities of the girls and consistent with the principles of the GSLE. Money earning is for Girl Scout activities and is not to be retained by individuals. Girls can, however, be awarded incentives or may earn credits from their Girl Scout product sales. Funds acquired through group money earning projects must be reported and accounted for by the group while following council procedures. Unfortunately, fraud happens even within Girl Scouting. This section of our training will provide tools to enhance your awareness of the warning signs for fraud. Examples of fraud that might occur in not-for-profits are writing bad checks or routing deposits to a personal account, padding or faking expenses, using equipment or goods for personal use. The actual fraud that most often occurs in Girl Scouts is using or borrowing cookie money to pay for personal expenses and not paying the council or troop the payment due. Knowing the 5 W's helps us to be aware. Who? What? Where? When? And why? Tips are the most likely way to detect fraud. This is known as the fraud triangle. Understanding why it occurs helps us to prevent or at least identify fraud quickly when it occurs. Opportunity. I can get away with it. Our financial policies and procedures in Volunteer Essentials help to reduce opportunity for fraud. Motivation. I need it. A person is likely to commit fraud when they have outside pressures making their life difficult. I deserve it. Rationalization. A person is more likely to commit fraud if they use the excuses of entitlement, temporary solution, they have a higher purpose, or they're angry. Red flag is a warning sign. Circumstances that are unusual in nature or vary from normal activity. If someone is refusing to let anyone look at the bank account, that's a problem. The VTK Finance tab actually helps with fraud education and helps us keep track of red flags. How can you prevent fraud? Please be aware, Volunteer Essentials contains policies and procedures for both monies owed to the Council and also a volunteer code of conduct. If you have concerns, err on the side of caution and communicate your concerns to GSWNY staff. Remember, we are here to assist and support you. Your safety is paramount. Do not confront or approach someone you suspect of fraud alone. Call GSWNY at 1-888-837-6410 and let us help you. Remember, it is everyone's responsibility to help prevent fraud. In Girl Scout Finance 101, we've covered how to open a troop bank account, that we are a nonprofit and tax-exempt organization, that troop money benefits all girls. We've discussed money earning opportunities, and that fraud prevention is everyone's job. Thank you for completing Girl Scout Finance 101 training. Girl Scout Finance 101 has covered information to help you understand approved council procedures for managing money in a Girl Scout setting. The information provided will help you guide girls in managing their finance and keep parents informed on financial decisions. We're here to help, so please contact us if you have any questions. 1-888-837-6410 or customercare@gswny.org.